You know, few
That's
ESLs,
insane.
you know, some more MLGs.
Have you missed an event?
I actually do know all the events that I missed.
So you have?
Yeah, I can count on one hand how many.
I thought you'd been to them all.
No, it's some early ones that were invite only that I didn't make. It's only one event, two events. I didn't go to one hype event.
Okay.
And I didn't go to one MLG event, which was the finals in 2008 because it was top 8 qualified and I got 9th.
All right.
Or 10th, one of them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, I want to see who you think are going to come out on top. Can I get a 1 for GREENWALL and 2 for Contenders? We're going to kick things off on map number 2, Harbor. Let's see if Contenders can go ahead and fight back and even the score. On board with the in-game leader franchise, a professional player since Gears 1. He's going to be in the front here. He has SuMuNs in his sights, putting in some pistol fire. SuMuNs is definitely taking damage, and he's down. He's down. So now, franchise with Mentor in front of him. He's going to go ahead and push for the 1v1 against Zerpting, but Zerpting comes out on top.
And now Zerpting coming in, cleaning up. That's 4 members down on that side. So Zerpting is like, hey, I need to go for the home hill. CP's like, I got to fight that 1v1, but I got to, you know, give up B in the same sense. So Zerpting, he's going for the decap and he's backing up. He understands that this is a 12-second respawn round. This is going to be crazy. I just want to decap and try to get out of here and play my life. And, you know, he is going to end up going down there. So he did what he wanted to do. You still got the GREENWALL still pushed up and set up as well. But what I want to see, I at least want to see the GREENWALL get in there and decap that B hill. I thought that was super important, but now it's there.
Franchise chasing Praise with Praise. Put up on the flank. See if we get the shot off. No! Praise whips the shot. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. Get the headshot. Sleepy time, put him to sleep.
We can make puns about Sleepy all day. But he's going to be in this winch area of the map, and he's going to have his shotty out. He knows that this is a 1v1, but he's getting shot from his left somewhere. I saw a few bullets fly over there. Yeah, it's a player from the GREENWALL on top of the home hill of Sleepy Time. He was under pressure, but he planted his feet and he held his ground. And this area of the map is such a power position. You see the angles in which he's able to see. He's getting a head count. We got 3 players here. I got 1 going towards the B hill. Do you need some help? And he's looking for the angle where he can jump and help his teammate as soon as possible, but he's more worried about, he has a lot of pressure on him and he's just trying to stay alive, and his teammate's not able to get there as soon as possible. Now, I look at it from Sleepy's point of view, and I'm like, I've been in this spot for a long time. What can we get from it?
Right.
Can we at least get the B? Let me die to help you get this B hill if that's the case. Or he needs to kind of get out of there. But you're going to see GREENWALL is going to put that pressure back on them, cap up that neutral hill, and they can win off the 2-hill advantage. But currently, they're playing for the domination, and 4 members down on Contender side. That's exactly what they're going to get.
Right, Contenders now picking up a win. Excuse me, that was GREENWALL. Excuse me, GREENWALL picking up a win. You know, setting the tone for map number 2. Zerpting still on top of the boards. The man is showing out, letting everybody know that he's still a great player in the scene, no matter what you've seen from the last event.
Yeah.
And Icy looking at a weapon to put down.
Zerpting's and Toddy's Gears of War careers just started. Their esports careers in general just started over these last few years, right? We're going to be seeing these guys for a long time.
They're the future of Gears.
They really are. So
the future.
I can see as long as Gears around, they'll probably be competing it.
Aren't they both 16 years old?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Young guns, baby. But that's how this entire, pretty much the Optic Gaming roster has started, right? They're all some of the youngest players that came up through, Gears 3.
Warriors, online warriors.
Yeah, that's what we called them. And, anytime they kicked our butts online, we say it's an online warrior, you ain't gonna do it on land. And they actually did it on land. they came to hype and got like 3rd or 4th, and it was like, ooh.
I was like, okay.
Hold up, that was your first land jitters, and that's what y'all do?
I was just playing, you good.
Actually, they went to the finals, I want to say. They went to the finals in Hype 3.
That's Indianapolis, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
Good event.
All right, franchise taken down by Praise. But Praise picks up a double kill, taking Reshi's down as well. 2 players left alive for Contender, Sleepy Time, and Icy. But you see the rotation come from the GREENWALL, making sure they're going to get that A hill. The C hill has been decapped, and the B hill is the last one standing in Contender's possession. If they're able to get that, we're going to see a triple cap. But in this current 1v1, SuMuNs is full red and getting some help from his teammates. Franchise, he's going to go down.
Yeah, and he's keeping as much map control as he can. He knows that, hey, if I can keep this upper area side where the secondary weapon spawns, up Contenders, if I can control this, they can never get the B hill without fighting me first, right?
Yeah.
You put that first line of defense closer to their spawn, which in turn you know, makes it a lot harder, and it takes more time for them to get those key hills in which they need. And that's why you should always be pressing up for map control, no matter what. But stay safe. You know, don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to die. As soon as you realize that, oh man, I'm about to get pushed by 2 different people and I have no help, you better be screaming in that mic.
Yeah, that right now. Sleepy time in charge of putting down a power weapon for Contenders. Blaze, what would you put down this week?
You got to go up top. You got to go up top. I told you that, you know, and on a map like Harbor, sometimes you got to go for those dual spots depending on who you playing. You know?
I love it. And
Contenders saying, hey, you know what? Our strength is the big team fight towards middle, right?
Yeah.
Playing for that middle weapon, spreading it out, not playing that up top fight so heavy, which, you know, typically everybody's prepared for, right? That's base strats everybody know. And the base strat is controlling winch and stern. So a lot of your top teams are going to be talented at that fight, but we really see who practices these team fights when you put that boom in map, because this is a very unorthodox one.
All right, now taking a look at the overview of the map, you see how the team is set up. We're pretty much looking at a mirror image between both rosters. Icy and Toddy both being extremely passive over there in their home hill. They're not shooting each other, but they're shooting for their teammates in the battle up top. We see SuMuNs pushing a 1v1 against Franchise. Rushy's surely behind him, caught himself in another 1v1. He's able to get it down and a kill. And both of the fights up top were won by Contenders. Beautiful
rotations there. Fran came in for the help on Rushy's to kill SuMuNs, but SuMuNs transitioned up top of Fran and told his teammate to go pick up on Rushy's. I think it was Praise, missed that shot, and Rushy's made him pay for it.
Yeah.
So Contenders, they have the pressure, gonna have 5 members alive. They're gonna cross out mental now. They have no hills capped, and this is going to be a 16-second respawn round as well. So we'll see if Contenders can get closer to the home hill of GREENWALL. But why you got these players respawns, you know, so spread out? You need to make sure you constantly take those man advantages, because one player will always come to that hill by himself. You keep 2 players there, you're gonna have separate 2v1s. But a veteran team will kind of slow down and wait for the rest of their teammates to respawn if they can. But in this situation, you can't wait that long. Contenders gets the job done, utilize their numbers, understand the situation in which they're in, and they come out and win round number 3.
Hats off to Icy, staying alive for so long in the Green Hill spawn home hill area, where basically all of their focus went to him. He wasn't dying, he wasn't forcing up close 1v1s. He made sure he kept his distance and wasted as much time as possible for his teammates to capture all the hills necessary, pick up the boom shot, and then come along to help him for the domination. So now, only being down by 1 round, Icy is now leading the way with 7 kills, 7 downs, and now 4 deaths. Let's see if he can keep up that flame.
Let's see. All right. So we are going to get our sniper placed up top, and we typically see that there, but the main strategy is not going to change. You got the 1v1 for that power position on which 3v3 fight for the quick pick up that boom shot in a 1v1 at B, because you got to at least have one player protect the other 2 lanes that are open. And Rushy's, he's going to catch one down low. We'll see if he can catch any more.
Oh,
that looked good to me. That looked good to me.
Rushy's winning the 1v1 against SuMuNs, getting a headshot across the map on Toddy. Now looking for another headshot or another kill in general, able to take out Mental with an up A, getting 3 kills before being taken out.
If he didn't misroll, he might have got the 3rd as well. But probably, as you see, Zerpting is going to be there. They both pretty much came in at the same time, same Gears of War class. But you know, actually, I was thinking about that as a whole. You know, I more so just, you know, saw Rushy's more so in Gears UE.
Yeah.
Always playing in the Sunday tournaments.
Always.
Because it was more pro league in Gears UE. So anybody who didn't make the pro league was playing every Sunday grind.
Yeah.
In those
Rushy's was grinding. I remember him playing with Mint and
Declines.
yes, Strafey. That's what I was thinking of.
That whole roster. Declines popping everybody on canals back there.
Oh yeah, and then
but Zerpting was Atlantic City.
And then I remember he had that one big event and went to E United. And Zerp was a problem in it.
But you see, Contenders, they're going to have their home hill. They're going to also have a lead as well. They're fighting to get control over the B hill. Now recognizing that they have a quick numbers advantage and knowing that, hey, nobody's going to be on winch as well. I like the play of trying to get I like the play of trying to take a 2v1 situation that you clearly had. But when you fight against Praise, you never truly have control over the fight and what you're fighting. And he proved to us why that it may look sweet, but it's very sour.
Like that was actually an impossible scenario for Praise, and he was able to come out on top, winning a 1v2 scenario where Contenders played it pretty much textbook. They kept their distance, and then Praise made sure he, closed the gap in between them, got that first kill on franchise, and cleaned it up. But Rushies continuing slaughtering this GREENWALL team.
It's a Contenders lead, and they do have all players respawn except Icy. They have some power weapons in their hand. They have Rushies on the winch area. There you go. He picks up the headshot on the boom shot. Great adjustment by him, even when he had one headshot lined up. Oh, he's off just a little bit.
Do it.
He didn't want to waste too much time there. He knew he had to watch his back. Lined up for mental though.
He sees mental.
Uh-oh. Oh, he chooses
to
pull the shotty out. But Toddy has the advantage, and Sleepy says, get out. And I like the rotation out.
Don't risk it.
I like it out.
You have the power. Why risk it in a 1v1?
You got the lead, too.
Yep, you hear the sound coming. The score is 190 to 136. The Contenders are looking to win it all. Rushies holding down the home hill with the sniper rifle. You see all of the GREENWALL currently pushing the home hill. And this is it. The boom shot is out.
Great usage of power weapons.
Able to get a double kill. That is it.
Good job to Contenders. They're going to tie this one up 2-2. All right, let's see what they're going to do. They're showing how that boom shot strat's been working out for them. Looking good, but...
Shout out to Rushies.
Yeah. Big shout out to Rushies during that round. I'm curious to see... we're going to see what GREENWALL want to put down to counter to that, because they are next up on the weapon placement. Could be something down low for B. Ooh, they're going to go for some aggressive secondary weapons. Going to put that Marksa down. That Marksa has a lot of long-range potential. You can also pick up headshots across map with it. That's going to be SuMuNs picking up that weapon, I do believe, for the GREENWALL. And he's definitely going to be able to put some damage in with that one. And but we're still going to see this 3v3 fight, right? But the thing is that the Marksa player is going to be so key. He's going to be able to pick up that fight and have a sight line towards that middle map as well to stop anybody from possibly picking up that drop shot, that boom shot in the middle map.
Rather than someone's playing down low, he's playing up top over near the sniper rifle. Mental comes up and disrupts the 1v1. Rushies had no idea. The sniper rifle gets picked up by Mental as SuMuNs continues to rotate down towards the Contenders home hill. And this is where the GREENWALL will continue to push up, get all the real estate possible, and try to capture this B hill.
You know, and that's what happens when when you always have players who have to win those, who are covering those lanes, those 1v1 scenarios, kind of like the statue in the B cave on Foundation. You know, when we have that boom shot mid map, it's going to be that B hill area and that stern side. When they are able to push out those 1v1s, they get such key map position. You see how much of an impact they can have on the fight down low. And ooh, that's a double, that's a down.
He's not missing.
He's gonna play off that down. Uh-oh.
Headshot.
He got the damage in. He was off by just the inch, but he's still locked and loaded. Quick shot, no connection. Knows the flank is coming. Trying to help his teammate before he has to worry about the flank. And he's gonna miss those 2 shots, but you know who did it? It was Franchise.
Oh yeah. The in-game leader doing what's best for his roster, but Tody holding off Reza with the marks. He's gonna put out the shotgun, bounces forward, gets the up A. Reza, get out of here. Now, Tody going to help out Praise, but he doesn't need it. Rushies goes down as well. 2 players down for Contenders. Tody regaining a little bit of health. Sniper rifle is off the board, so the Marksers are the only scope weapons in play.
That little V area on that cover right here, that angle, that scares me so much, because when your back's up against that, that's a headshot, right?
Yeah.
Like if you got a sniper at that height side of the map, that's a headshot on time. So you have to be careful, but he knows that SuMuNs has it. The sniper's going to be in his team's hands, but he's still calling out for reinforcements, saying, hey, I need some help. Knowing where his safe spots are, knowing how many shots he can get off in time, but he was trapped in a difficult position. Probably wishing that he would have dropped back a little bit sooner, but you live and you learn.
Yeah. Praise knows that he was able to get the down. Yes, he called it out. SuMuNs was able to get the headshot on Reza from far away. And now Praise being sandwiched. Rushies flirting behind him with a shotgun. Praise doing his infamous wall straight, trying to stay alive as long as possible before Red finally goes down. Red Icy able to clean up that kill, but the lead highly in favor of the GREENWALL. There's only 1 hill captured, which is the B hill, and that's under GREENWALL's favor.
The beauty about GREENWALL is that they're saying that, hey, no, both these teams have came to the decision that we're not capping home hills. We're flooding the mid-map. We're trying to play for the boom shot off of that respawn. We're trying to play for control. We're trying, you know, that's why the home hills hasn't been capped for this long.
Yeah.
No hills being capped at this point, but now both teams are recognizing that, hey, we can at least get something. Now, this is now the perfect time for us to drop back and keep the points rolling. And even with GREENWALL just dropping back and forth them, it's going to increase that lead. The pressure on...
Okay.
You got at least know you got to at least get a smoke up in there at this
What's up,
point,
Gracias?
right? Somebody knows that they got to throw a smoke up there to bank it off the wall, go for the pickup, get the stun, make it hard for him at least. But the boom will go in the hands of GREENWALL, but you can't get snipes through that crack there. It's a very, you know, small angle, but it does happen. GREENWALL has done such a good job at controlling the sniper.
They have. They're
have
controlling
two. I want to say they got two. Yeah, it's in SuMuNs' hand, Mental's hand.
All right, that's good. Oh no, SuMuNs gets a headshot on Rushies. You have two scopes staring at you.
I want to see Mental get one now. Just back and forth.
It's bound to happen. They're scared to push it because they know what they're capable of.
And because we don't see a lot of back and forth sniper action.
No.
You know, very rarely we see two snipers get in the hands of one team at the same time anymore.
All right.
Back in the day, you see it a lot.
Oh, all the time. That was a power play. Blaze, if you get a sniper rifle and I get a sniper rifle on canals, forget about it.
It's the reason why everybody loved playing Impact on GB for those double snipers.
Yes, you're right.
Only Matt. But that, you know what? I will say that that's the one thing I do miss. Because that was, you know, double snipe fights had such strong...
They were intense.
They were intense for years, right?
Yeah.
It was an impact on the map. It was a huge impact on the map. And having a good sniper on your team was key.
It was so important.
That strategy was key. We even saw a lot of Season 1 having those double snipes. And, you know, I do miss that.
If Hudson's is out there in the chat, one of the best snipers I've ever
Really
known.
is.
You know, shout out to all the legends out there with the scope.
You know, it's a lot of legends in this lobby. You know, you got Fran. Okay,
Resin.
you got Mental, Icy.
Yeah.
Gears 3 Icy Snipe was nothing to play with. UE Icy Snipe wasn't nothing to play with.
We saw what Toddy did in Toronto with the sniper rifle.
But what happens is that all those talented players and all those game changers, those playmakers with the scope, they have to play different roles because in you know, in escalation, you have to play all roles, right?
Yeah.
So unless you got a loving team who loves to just hand it to you every single time, you know, sometimes you don't get it on where you play.
Ooh.
So.
Really nice body shot by Franchise, making sure Praise gets checked just a little bit.
Uh-oh, that's an angle. He knows it too. Get the body shot, now you push that. Pistol out. Now, you know it's about 7 seconds on the health regen. You need to make sure you always connect with a bullet. You at least connect with one bullet in that health regen window. You can guarantee that he stays full red. The longer that they're full red, the quicker they panic. So you can get that guy out of cover. But they don't want to take that fight just yet. You're going to start to see the GREENWALL push out just a little bit. It's Contenders on that defensive stand. They're all going to be dead. And the GREENWALL coming out, getting that domination. They have the power weapons. They know what's up. 4-2 at the half once again.
With all of his teammates dying around him, Franchise was unable to capitalize with the sniper rifle. Praise took note of that and continued to push, especially with the teammate behind him, by cleaning up the kill on Franchise. GREENWALL were able to roam through, capture all the hills, and got the domination. But here we are at halftime. All of the weapons are off the map. The respawn timers are reset, but also the hills changed just a little bit.
All right. Yep, the hills will change just slightly, but the focus of the map still stays the same. It's going to be Winter Stern unless somebody puts a big power weapon down bottom map. You're going to start to see 4v4 fight. Here we go. Who's going to come out on top? Nice angle over the top. It's going to be the GREENWALL making it there first.
By a lot of time.
Yeah. You got to ask yourself, why did they have so much time compared to Contenders, right?
Yeah.
Because typically, you are able to, so this is what you gotta understand. If somebody ever beats you to a position, you gotta understand why did that happen, and it's very simple reasons. A spawn that was in front of you went there, so somebody had a closer spawn to that spot is number one. Number two, somebody had a better route.
Yeah.
If you figure out, other than that, you should always meet at that exact same spot at your opponent at the exact same time. Once you are able to accomplish that, then you are able to notice the little things where smoke placements, you know, somebody else shooting, the little things affect rounds. And then once you get that, you know, you are really enjoying your and that's my job to let you guys know when those moments happen.
Actually, Optic Gaming, they were the best on Reclaim, which is a map that is now in a cycle anymore. But a guy named Brainiac out there, he actually timed it. Optic they were the best on that map, only for the simple fact that Mental was the fastest player to get into the bowl area.
Yep, and that's what made the difference, right?
Yeah.
And that's why the up top bowl became such a smoke fest, because now you had to get the best strategic smokes to stun that front spawn from getting into bowl. But then at one point, now imagine if we had theater in this game, everybody's strategies will be exposed, right? Next thing you know, you get these smokes down to when a guy gets to a certain spot, he has to throw a smoke. If not, they may lose the round. And rounds come down to that, but sometimes it's very hard to catch those little bitty details that affect the rounds, because you're going to always have smokes off the opening start, and they're being put in certain locations for certain reasons.
Once again, GREENWALL able to get up top to the E hill before Contenders, but Rushy's taking out Mental. Mental got a team kill. So off the bat, GREENWALL down in numbers. They're down even more. 4 players, 3 players down. As SuMuNs comes out of spawn, and Toadie's trying to hold it down in the 1v1 against Icy, but Icy gets the best of him.
Yes, he will. The GREENWALL losing this round. Can Mental make it in time? He cannot. Contenders back-to-back rounds that quickly. They tied up 4-4 and say, hey, you know what? We got to get back into this one. We can't let this one spiral out of control. And now they should have a little bit of that pressure taken off their shoulders, but they have to come out and win this one.
Each team winning 2 rounds in a row. Nobody yet to find that rhythm that they want to be in to go ahead and pull away. Contenders now tying it up. Toddy putting down the M-bar over at the top side of the map. We've seen what both teams can do with scope weapons, so we know that that weapon will be highly utilized. You don't want to see that in the hands of the likes of Icy, Mental, Praised, or even Toddy.
So this is going to be a GREENWALL map pick. So, you know, and they picked it for a reason. But we will see the GREENWALL make it to winch first. The up top, Resi comes in, gets the quick pick, but he's getting chased down. He's going to backpack it as well, and they're going to give up on the chase.
That was slick.
That was a great pickup, and that's another reason why those smokes become so important. The only way that you run a quick pick strats like that is if the smokes land exactly where you need them to by the time your front spawn gets there to establish that quick pick. But the thing is, if you play Gears of War, you know that to be consistent, even 13 rounds in a row with that exact same smoke is not the easiest thing in the world.
At all.
You know, and depending on the round, that smoke, especially if that's your job, that critical smoke, if it comes up even a little short or if it's late, you can lose a round off of that.
Yeah.
Because that can ultimately lose your initial, and if it's a 24-second respawn round, that's spelling bad news. Because you're giving up power weapons, neutral hills, and everything. So the details come that fine in competitive Gears of War.
Contenders really sticking it to the GREENWALL. Now with domination counter coming down, Contenders have won 3 rounds in a row. GREENWALL fighting from behind for the first time this map. Contenders, can they continue this success? Let's see. Rushy's on top with 20 kills. Right behind him will be your in-game leader Franchise, always leading the way by Slaying.
All right, so they're going to get the Marxes over up top towards the stern area. They're going to get the M-bar there as well. GREENWALL saying, hey, we want heavy fights up top no matter what. Contenders on the flip end, they wanted that mid-map push, right? They wanted to fight down low. And you see GREENWALL went for that block, and they went for that block for a great reason. They wanted to keep the fights up top, and that's exactly what they've set up for the rest of this game. Let's see what they can do with it.
Both players on the home hill currently capping. They'll continue to show support for their teammates, but Rushy runs in trying to get a kill, but SuMuNs shuts him down. We're going to have 2 players down, Franchise and SuMuNs, who's going to get up first. SuMuNs, but Sleepy Time came by to take his head.
That Mental is going to connect that shot on Fran. Praise finds a kill. That's 2 members down, 3 members down for Contenders. All up to Fran. He's taking a lot of damage. Tries to get in there at least to clean up one of those kills, but he cannot. So now you're going to see GREENWALL with 4 members down on the side of Contenders push in on his final hill and get the last player in Rushies. Yes, they will. Now they recognize that, hey, everybody got to come to the spawn. So you see how far they pressed up? They say, hey, we're going to keep this first line of defense right here. You got to come in. You're going to have to fight up first before you can get close to your home hill, and that's map pressure.
That was a clean round.
That's one of the best things that the Optic Gaming team does is just create map pressure.
Yeah.
Where that typically on some teams, you come out of spawn, you at least know that you got some safe areas. Nah, it's nowhere that's safe. You got to be paranoid as soon as you come out. There's somebody around this corner, that corner. Somebody secret man in here or there. So, you know, and when you have pressure on your opponents like that, they make a lot of mistakes, and you want them making as many mistakes as they can.
Got that right. Franchise Taking a look at what weapon he wants to put down so far in his dual spot. It's looking like the hammer burst, but he's going to switch over to Doc. Unsure what a strategy that his team will want to use, but they're going to put down a secondary utility weapon, the hammer burst. The support weapon that puts out a ton of damage, one burst at a time. But on board with praise, 23 kills, 13 deaths. We saw him picking up heat on Old Town. Double kill after double kill, an MVP in Gears of War at a time. And he is currently on the #1 team in the game. It's only fitting that he's matched up with Mental and Explosive.
This match point is so important. Plays playing over here towards the ramp side. Gonna get his smoke down that ramp, allow him to push on in. Doesn't get the call out that Rezik pushed through. Nobody saw it on the side of GREENWALL. So Rezik looking to cause commotion, but nobody saw praise either. That's why he didn't touch the hill. But as soon as he moved, Contenders was waiting for him. So now they have a 2-man advantage.
Fuck yeah.
We'll see what they want to do with it. Contenders, they have a history of playing passive, right? That's their play style. To get map control, they stay passive. But when you have a 2-man advantage and all those power weapons, you gotta get aggressive and keep taking your numbers when you can. Keep pushing it out. You know, having players follow that M-bar, wolf pack around the map, get more map control. But in this situation, they just allow GREENWALL to have time to think. All 5 players to spawn up, come up with a strategy, and we'll see if the strategy is good enough to beat the Contender setup.
Zerty taking some shots to the side for Franchise, able to get it down on Rezik. Franchise currently stunned by the smoke grenade, able to stay alive long enough to get up and run away. Rushes coming in for the rescue, taking out Zerty, and now the team fight ensues. Franchise picking up a kill, 2 straight kills for Contenders, and with a Lance route, Rezik will make sure SuMuNs is full red as 3 of his teammates push in for the kill. Oh, they're gonna go for a triple cap, Blaze.
Yeah, they're gonna go for it. They're gonna recognize it now.
What is SuMuNs gonna do?
He's trying to run away. He's trying to get to E. SuMuNs is trying to get to E. I ain't seen him die just yet.
But does he have enough time? No, that's gonna be it. Contenders, map point.
All right, let's see if they can force a map #3. It's been a difficult fight night for them so far.
It's been too close for comfort.
But if they can get to that 3rd map, I'm pretty sure they'd be extremely happy with that one.
All right.
This is a nade spot. This is a nade placement. Anything wilder than nades is, I don't see it happening.
Put a boom shot down everywhere, Toddy.
Oh,
he stopped for a second.
He thought about it. They're gonna go for that. They're gonna go for that overkill, which is gonna be deadly in the right hand. So,
if they pick it up, if they pick it up and use it, oh, I'm gonna lose it.
If they get it, but all right, now coming down, we have 2 rounds left in this map. It might just be 1.
Right, Contenders to see what they're made of. Going against 3/5 of Optic Gaming. The GREENWALL. Take a look at the basic. We're going to have 3 people going towards the stern and winch area. And with the smokes coming out, let's see who gets the first blood. Rezik is going to go ahead and get the M-bar full red, and he's going to be able to get away.
That missed 1 mark. So whoever the marks the player was for the GREENWALL just missed 1 shot to get that down on Rezik. And at that point, somebody from GREENWALL was cleaned it up. It was an okay strategy, but now Rezik has his M-bar in hand, and he's super deadly with it. Contenders, they're going to lose a player. They have another one down. They're going to lose 2 players. Rezik has to make something happen. He's getting a little crossfire from Icy across the map, but it's not enough. And now Icy, the last man standing, needs to extend this round and push across map. But you already have Zerting watching the cut. He cannot go that direction. You got to go back to your hill, but you really can't go there either. The GREENWALL pushes in, caps the hill, and folks, we're going to have our first round 13.
You know what that means, Blaze? Round 13, they're going for the bread.
Our first round 13 of the year, Val. It feels good.
I love it. Contenders, let's see if they can go ahead and tie the series 1-1. They can start right now by winning this 1 round. If they lose, that is it for them. GREENWALL will be your champions.
Let us know in the chat. Put a 1 for GREENWALL and a 2 for Contenders.
All right.
Who you guys think is going to win this one? Let's see, Val.
Who do you think is going to win this one?
I think it's GREENWALL.
I think it's GREENWALL too.
I think it's GREENWALL in this one.
Contenders should win, but this has been a rough matchup lately, man.
Oh, you go back to the strategy though, right? And you go back to having this boom there.
Oh, they put the boom in the middle.
The marks a player. Whoever's been picking up marks for either team, that's who I kind of want to watch because he has an angle on top of that boom shot, which is important. But we're going to see towards the quick pick. We're going to be on board with Contenders. Can they force the map #3? Or will GREENWALL take this one away from 2-0? Looking inward, you see Icy, you see the pressure, smokes everywhere. We see a 2v1 towards the other side of the map. 2v2 for SuMuNs there. Both these teams playing it kind of slow, looking for their advantages. The fight may happen up top rather than down low. And you got a few Contenders players up there. Oh, that's a stalemate as well. Both teams being super patient. So if we were to stay like this, the winner would be Contender because they capped their home hill a split second sooner. But
somebody's going to make a move.
That stipulation is going to change soon. They're looking for the right move. This is some classic execution style gameplay. SuMuNs,
the first one
playmaker. He calls for help. They're both weak. They're panicking. SuMuNs did what he had to do. Rezik dies for his teammate to get Rushies out of there.
Tony gets the kill. Taking out Sleepy Town. Rezik dies as well. The M-bar is in Mental's hands. This could be it, Blaze.
SuMuNs tried to take the game in his hand and make the play, but it's Rushies. Rezik died to keep him alive. Now Rushies, can he make the play for his team? Can he get it done? Fran scurrying back to defend his home hill. That M-bar is in the hand of Mental. Rushy being sneaky. He goes down finally. That's going to be 3 members down. GREENWALL understands the situation. They're trying to push forward. The melee goes in. Fran just trying to make something happen. He goes down. 3, 2, 1. GREENWALL comes out on top. And they're your North American 2K champions and your first 2K Fight Night winner of the year for the North American region.
Nothing is scarier than a team with nothing to lose.
It really ain't.
Last Fight Night, Contenders were your champions. This week, GREENWALL with